Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to the HSTV channel. It is Aston Villa versus Fulham in the Premier League, back in the Premier League as our last live stream and Villa game was in the Europa Conference League. Villa have virtually qualified from that tournament, so I'm delighted to say I think we can focus on the Premier League. 6 points above third in the Conference League, so we'd have to absolutely capitulate in order to not qualify from this point. We'll go through the lineups of both teams. We'll do everything involving that. Also, other games today include Brighton versus Sheffield United. All these are on the screen as well. Brighton, Sheffield, Liverpool, Brentford, West Ham, Forest. All of them. Just bear with me. And the lineup for Aston Villa, Fulham we'll get through as well. Apologies there. My microphone's having some issues recently, so I apologise for anyone who hasn't really heard what I've said. And I don't even, to be honest with you, I don't even know at what point it cut off. So yeah, apologies for that. One thing I do want to bring up before I talk about anything is the fact Liverpool's bench is absolutely horrendous. Someone messaged me on TikTok about this. They've got basically 5 academy players on their bench. It is actually 6. I've just noticed the top one. Any injuries to Liverpool today, it's gonna be catastrophic, basically. And it also means that if they're not winning and they have to take off some of their strong players, like Nunez or Salah or Jota or Gakpo, they might struggle. So yeah, very bizarre setup for them. He is. Tielemans is playing, and we'll get through the lineups for Aston Villa today. The back four is pretty much going to stay this way up until I think Moreno is back fit. But even then, I think Digne has a chance to keep his spot. Emi in goal. Cash, Konsa, Torres, Digne is the back four. Well, we're guessing it's going to be Tielemans on the left with Luis Kamara pivot, Mcginn on the right, Ollie Watkins and Diaby as the shadow up front. Either that or Diaby out wide and Tielemans as the shadow, but I would expect, at this point with Diaby and Watkins together in this formation, they've played this way a million times. I'm guessing this is going to stay the same and Tielemans is going to be on the left. We'll see. I wouldn't mind seeing Tielemans as the shadow striker. Has a shot on him. I think the only thing we would miss is he likes to play those like threaded through balls from deep, and I think we would miss out on that if he was in more of an advanced role. But yeah, we'll get to see what he's like out wide. Alexi says Zaniolo is kind of shaky. I was brought too long. I made a video criticising Nicolo Zaniolo. Yeah. Some Villa fans didn't really react with it very well, but I said, what has Zaniolo really done since he's been here? I don't like to get on the back of players, but I'm just not seeing enough from him. Maybe I'm being harsh, but, he's come in since Liverpool. Technically the Burnley game. He was off the bench in that. But it's just a lot of mediocrity from him. Best game, arguably, was the Zrinjski game, where he nearly scored an overhead kick goal, got involved. That's kind of it. I'm not really seeing anything more than that. Like I said, am I being harsh? He's only got 1 assist for Villa. Hasn't got a goal. His assist came in the 3-2 defeat to Legia Warsaw. If you remember, he assisted Duran's header for the equaliser for Villa on that day, and he hasn't done anything since, really. If you look at stats anyway, even in the 6-1 win against Brighton, he was arguably one of the worst players on the pitch. Like that takes effort. And look, I hope he proves me wrong. Trust me. I really want any player who plays for Aston Villa, even Robin Olsen, who I've criticised several times, I want them to do well because I support this club and they play for this club. We employ them. If they're on the pitch, I want them to do well. My criticism, I think, though, is valid because his output is not there. The Forest game, No, I didn't do the stream for the Forest game, but I did watch it. And Zaniolo had a couple chances where his decision making let him down. He was threaded through. One very clear in my mind. He was threaded through by Diaby, and if he takes a shot first time, he has a complete sight of goal. 8 yards, 10 yards at most out. Probably should score that, in my opinion, or at least force the keeper into a good save. He dilly-dallied, and his shot went down the keeper's throat. Because by the time he decided on what to do, a defender came across and covered, the best angles. And that seems to be a common theme for Zaniolo. Look, he's strong, his hold-up play is all right, but I don't know. I'm not seeing where he's got his goals from. For Roma, he had an incredible goal return. Even for Galatasaray, he'd done well. I don't understand it personally, but that is just me. The Villa player says, "Come on, Villa. Bailey's playing so at the moment. Give him a start," says Robert. And I agree with that. At the same time, and I'll get into this as well, Tielemans has been very good in the Conference League. I think the last 2 games in the Conference League, he's been my man of the match. If not man of the match, second. The second is the lowest you could put him. I thought he was incredible against AZ in a very mid performance. I thought his passing was very good. He was one of the few players to ask questions of their defence. And I think we really benefited with having him on the pitch. If you go into Youri Tielemans and what he's done for Aston Villa, he did start a few games in the Premier League, but he didn't do very well. And then was dropped. Apparently had a fallout with Unai. I think that has probably been resolved by now. But what game, if I just go through here. Yeah, it was the Everton game in the Cup. He was given a start in the Everton game and he was awful. He was given a start in the Legia Warsaw game and he was awful. He was all right against Hibs when we beat them in the Conference League at home, but, they didn't really turn up to Villa with any kind of threat. They were already out. Came off the bench against Palace, didn't affect the game. Played the full 90 against Legia, we lost. 77 minutes against Everton, we lost. And that's why he was dropped for the Brighton game. Came back in the Conference League, did well against Zrinjski. He's technically done well in all 3. I remember in the Zrinjski game, he did frustrate me a little bit because he had 5-6 shots himself, and none of them really threatened the goal. AZ, he did very well against them, and in both home and away against AZ Alkmaar. Didn't do brilliantly off the bench against Luton, and he played half an hour against Forest. He flops here and there, Youri Tielemans, but I hope he does well today. We got like I said, a big game today. There's no 2 ways about it. They are an interesting side, Fulham, a very hard side to predict. They're not brilliant away. They've only picked up 6 points in 6 games away from home, which is not the best return. If I go and have a look at their recent matches, we can kind of get an understanding. Coutinho, he is doing well in the Qatari League, but you got to remember the standard of that league is not amazing. But fair play to him. Mark says, "I'm with you. A couple of sexy looking shots that didn't go in. Tielemans, waste of signing. He's slow, never tracks back. Shooting at the moment is awful. Passing is decent, but I never rated him. Maybe 3 years ago, but you could say it was good, but now no." Fair enough. Look, everyone's got their own opinions. I agree in part with that, but I do think Youri has some quality. I remember in the FA Cup final, scored an absolute belter against Chelsea, and I think that was 2-3 years. Well, it might have been a bit longer than that, but he was just incredible on that day, and he has shown glimpses of that for Aston Villa. I just want to see it more often. And ironic as I say that, I've just seen Harry in chat saying Chelsea. I just, you think of players, and if I ask you, you think of Emi Martinez's best moment. You think of the save against France, in the World Cup final. For me, for Aston Villa, one of the best saves Emi has made, I believe it was against Southampton, and it was a looping header. They had to dive backwards and tipped it over, and I remember that very vividly because we went on and won the game. We didn't play very well, but that save was, vitally important. But certain players have those type of memories you associate with them, and Youri Tielemans, the first thing I think of is that goal against Chelsea in the final. Beating Chelsea at Wembley isn't hard, especially when we employed Mount. Fair enough. I remember Mount and his disaster against Liverpool in the was that the League Cup final where he missed a penalty and then missed in the shootout, and then like a day later he was like, it is basically giving it the big one with fans. Saying, "Oh, if you want an autograph from me," like did this whole weird video. It was really weird. They're absolute tone deaf. Anyway, going off track a little bit. Fulham in the Premier League have won just one in their last 5, which was against Sheffield United. I don't know if you even count that, to be honest. Losing recently to a very poor, in my opinion, Man United side. Drawing to Brighton. Brighton were off form around here. Losing to Spurs. I mean, fair enough. And losing to Chelsea. Like that was Chelsea's first win in such a long time. That was awful. I watched the full game and that was absolutely piss poor from Fulham. It was from this point I stopped looking at Fulham with any kind of like positive image. I thought last year they did very well, especially with Mitra. But that died when I watched that game. They were terrible. And any positive opinion I had of Fulham actually shriveled up and died that day. There's a reason why Fulham are 5th from bottom. You know, if you separate the league into like sections, you know, based off points, like you'd put City, Arsenal, Spurs, Liverpool, and Villa, arguably all in one, you know, chunk. And at the bottom, you'd say Burnley, Sheffield United, Luton, Bournemouth. That's like the bottom 4. You know, 4 points separate Bournemouth and Fulham. Fulham is the bottom of the pile for like the non-relegation teams. Only 3 wins this season. Like, yeah, I only 1 away win this season. I would expect Aston Villa to win today, 100%, especially at home form. We are underway anyway. I have waffled on a little bit. We are underway, and I'll get this stream up. And yeah, unfortunately, once again, no live stream on Sky or BT or TNT, whatever you want to call it these days. But yeah, I'm confused to why Carlos is injured. Yeah, again, every time Blood plays for us, he's that's something I was going to talk about, and you reminded me. Carlos did very well against AZ, got the goal at a very important time, 1-0 down, and then he got injured. It's just the Villa way, isn't it? We seem to have just so many injuries. How you doing, Stealth? He says, "Hi AJ, how are you?" I'm good, mate. I'm good. How are you? How's everyone in chat? Everyone feeling okay? Everyone looking forward to this type of game? I'm on EPL Kingdom, and you've got a live stream for Liverpool Brentford, West Ham versus Forest, and there is one for Villa Fulham. Happy days. Did not expect that. 1,000 people watching this. Oh, the Villa, it has a 1 minute delay, so you gotta bear with me as always. And I'll get the lineup from both teams. Guys, don't forget, hit that like button and subscribe if you are new. I didn't even read out the Fulham team, by the way. I completely forgot because I was waffling as always. Leno in goal, Robinson, Ream, Batty and Castagna back 4, Palhinha and Iwobi with Willian Pereira. Oh, I'm guessing this is wrong because it's supposed to be Palhinha and Pereira with the front 3 of Iwobi, Willian and D Cordova Reed, with Raul Jimenez, former Wolves striker, up front. So I think Flash Score slightly messed this up, but we'll see. Not too bad, very nervous again. It's just the Villa way, mate. This club makes me feel nervous about playing, you know, League 2 teams in the cup. It's trauma. It's generational trauma, you know. Awkward ball from Luis back to Martinez. You never want to do a looping ball back to your goalkeeper. Konza. High press from Fulham. Very aggressive off the front. Start of this game is Kamara. Still no Jacob Brown. Oh, I didn't get to the lineup actually for the bench. Only half covered the lineup. For Villa's substitutes, it's Bailey, Chambers, Den Donker, Duran, Longley, Moreno, Olsen, Traore, Zaniolo. Still missing Jacob Ramsey. And like we covered earlier, Carlos is injured. Don't know how long for. We'll have to see on that. Forest are goal down to West Ham already. I'll just get the goal of that for you guys. 6 minutes in, that's terrible. It's also 1-0 to Brighton against Sheffield United. Lucas Paquetá, I sold his car. Paquetá scored, and Adingra has scored for Brighton as they lead 1-0 against Sheffield United, who got a shock win against Wolves not that long ago. Cameron Archer, Aston Villa player. So we basically, Villa are very smart in my opinion. We've sold academy players with buyback clauses, which include Archer, Philogene Bidace, who's absolutely ripping up the championship right now. Archer with a lovely goal against, he loves a goal against Midlands team. But if they do well, we buy him back. I think it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, because they don't do well and we improve in their position, we don't need to buy him back. I personally love Archer. I want Archer to play for Aston Villa in the future. Hopefully we'll buy him back. Douglas Luiz had a similar clause when we signed him from Manchester City, but Pep Guardiola opted not to release it, and I'm sure he's regretting that now, because Luiz is arguably one of our best players at Villa. There's no doubt about that. There was a time, and he's proved me wrong, I'll hold my hand up, there was a time where I actually didn't think Luiz was good enough. And it was basically all because we were playing him in the wrong position. We played him as a DM, which is not his role. And when you put players out of position, even good ones, they don't look that great because it's not what they want to. It's not their preferred position. John McGinn suits a 10 in the Scottish national team. And when we play him in like a more advanced role at Villa, you get to see his role just like that. What a ball from McGinn! I mean, that's perfect. McGinn into Digne into Tielemans. He slips as he crosses. He gets back on his feet, pulls it back. Cross comes in. Diaby should be 1-0 to Aston Villa already. Bert Leno with a really good save. Diaby should be scoring. Wow, to be fair, that's a really good save from Bert Leno, but Villa should lead 1-0 already. It's a brilliant cutback. Diaby, vicious left-footed strike. If it's in the corner, it's 1-0. It's one of those type of shots. That is very frustrating. If it wasn't for how shy Olsen was, maybe we'd give Emmy a break for some games. Forest get battered everywhere they go, says Wisp. Unfortunately, when we played them, that isn't how it goes, unfortunately. They're at the City ground. Forest are very good. I will give them that. Forest away are shit. I covered 1-0 Brighton. And so far, this is good for Aston Villa. Another good bit of link up here. Diaby! Watkins drags it wide. Oh, penalty! Penalty and ball! Villa have a penalty in 6 minutes. Well, it's been all Villa since the start of this game. Ollie Watkins having a shot, it hits a hand, and Aston Villa have a penalty. Timothy Castagna, former Leicester City man. I'm going to do my usual not look at chat because this is like a 1 minute delay, so I'm not looking at anything, and you'll get my pure reaction. Lovely cutback from Diaby, and yeah, does this hit his hand? I don't know if that hits his hand. You know what? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if VAR actually overturned this, because the angle I got, it didn't look like it hit his hand. It's a real tight call, isn't it? It's just because the arm is so does it? Abnormal away from the body. It's high. I need to see a way more clear view of this. Diaby, a collision off the face for sure. I think that's harsh. It's hit like this part. It's going to be overturned, I think. It's going to the monitor, which usually means overturn it. I don't think this should be a penalty to Villa, to be fair. I would be fuming if this was given against Villa, to be honest. Certainly the contact of Ollie Watkins. He's going to look at the monitor. His arm is out, but look, I'm just saying, if that's handball, there's like 20 handballs a game. Yeah, he's not going to give it. He ain't going to give it. Yeah, no penalty. No penalty to Villa. Shame. But like I said, I agree. To be fair, look, I want to see VAR used in the correct way, and it was there. I never thought that was a penalty anyway. It should be a corner to Aston Villa though, and we're not going to get it, I don't think. Yeah, goal kick's given. So he actually should get a corner for this, but he's given a drop ball because it went to VAR. This needs to be another rule change, in my opinion. If there's a check for a decision, they do drop ball. Why? If a decision a referee is given is wrong, actually go back to the initial decision should have been corner then. Because it's deflected off Castagna, it's gone for a Villa corner, and the referee initially gave a penalty, overturned it. Villa should still have that corner. Why is that not a thing in the rules? That makes absolutely zero sense. So Villa gets screwed over because of a refereeing decision. That's wrong. That the referee admits he's wrong because he's gone to the monitor and changed it. So then why are we screwed over? If the referee doesn't give the penalty, and if he just ignores the handball, we get a corner. What is that about? And the Villa fans are singing, "You're not fit to referee." I just don't get the rules. I think the rules are bizarre. Dougie might cook later. We'll see. We will see, guys. But some rules in this sport absolutely baffle me. Like we saw in the Conference League when Leon Bailey played the corner. Watkins has a header cleared off the line. It's a new passage of play. The ball falls to Bailey. He puts the ball back in the box and we score. Like, he was not offside. It's a new passage of play, but the offside flag was given. And Villa didn't get a goal. And fortunately for us, we actually got the stroke of luck we needed actually after that. Tielemans tries to cut it back to Ollie Watkins. His pass was poor. Yuri's doing well though. It's a good bright start from him. He's getting quite involved for Aston Villa, which is what I want to see. Even if his passing isn't brilliant, I want to see him have a go. I don't like players that will make a mistake and then disappear. I want to see the right attitude. You know what I mean? If you're not playing well, I at least want to see you run around. I want to see you try. You know, I want to see the effort. Perfect example of players like that, Alan Hutton. Someone who runs and runs and runs. The end product usually wasn't there. His quality wasn't there, but he always gave 100%. I want to at least see 100%. Is the commentary meant to be on the stream? What do you mean? Oh, no, it's not. Thanks for pointing that out. No, it's not. Oh dear. Yeah. Hopefully I don't get a flag for that. We'll see. Yeah. We'll see how bad that is. I don't know. We'll have to assess the damage after the stream, but I apologise for that. That might have been a bit distracting, actually, as well. Well, you can guarantee that I'm not waffling, because I get, like, you know, when I say, you know, there's these big, like, VAR penalty decisions and whatnot, I always say, like, I'm just going to focus on the stream. You can guarantee, look, that is actual proof, you know? that whole VAR mess with the handball, you lot heard it as I watched it. So fair enough. Yeah, Warren Moss. Oh, thank you, Mods, for not telling me, you know? Incredible. Kamara. Oh, Villa take a free kick short, and we are not allowed to, apparently. Did he took it? I think he took it from the wrong position of the field. That's very pedantic from the referee. That is. Yeah, where are the mods at? Where are the mods? That is the question. I usually get like 2 or 3 mods a stream. My mods have vanished. The only mod is me. But thanks for pointing that out, Paul. Yeah, I don't have audio on this stream for obvious reasons. Same with like all watch-along people, because there is risk of copyright. Hopefully, everything will be fine. Here's Konza. Louise. Oh, good pass from Louise into Cash. Cash's control weren't great then. He goes backwards towards Ezri Konza. Oh, this is brilliant football from Aston Villa. Absolutely brilliant. The passing is so nice. Playing around Fulham's press like it's not even there. Dougie Louise. We're being a bit patient, but I love it. We're just holding the ball. Choking Fulham out of this game. John Mcginn. He loves a long ball. Will he give one? Oh, a player's gone down. What a knob. What a knob. Player's gone down. Well, I actually didn't get to my score prediction. I would have said 2 or 3-0 to Aston Villa. Without home form, 100%. So I'll still stick by that. So what happens? Oh, Paulinho. So this is really funny. Raul Jimenez kind of shoves Konza into Paulinho, and Paulinho goes down injured. Does he like twist his knee or something? He looks hurt. Very bizarre. Very, very bizarre. 15 minutes. 1-0 to Brighton. Goalless between Liverpool and Brentford, and it is 1-0 to West Ham against Nottingham Forest. Forest away form is relegation worthy. Forest home form probably gets them in Europe. Like, so such a weird club that is. Covered it briefly, but Brentford. Liverpool having a weird substitute bench. It's like their academy have had like a day trip to sit on the Liverpool bench. That's what this feels like. Because so many academy players are on the bench for Liverpool. Any injury, they are in severe trouble. Liverpool 2 points above Aston Villa. Brighton now close the gap, only 2 points behind Villa. With if they can out, can I get my words out today? If Brighton can hold on, they will be just 2 behind Villa as things stand. I can't talk today. I cannot talk today. Højlund back. So there's like a symbol covering your text. Højlund back, injured again. You love to see it. I mean, I don't like to celebrate injuries of players personally. Lovely ball to Diaby. Diaby. I mean, Liverpool. I got Liverpool in my mind. I'm like a Man United fan. Always thinking about Liverpool. Is John McGinn. Into Pau Torres. Fulham haven't touched the ball in such a long time. It's actually kind of funny. McGinn uses his body and he gets a free kick for Aston Villa. He does his usual, put his arse in the way. You know what I mean. He loves it. He loves it. McGinn takes it quickly. Oh, piss off. This referee can piss off. My ads have gone now because I've said that, but he can absolutely well and truly piss off. He has stopped Villa from playing quickly every time now. What a knob. Just let us play football, you prick. Bald nonce. Why is he refereeing our games? He's shite. Anthony Taylor can piss off. I hate him. He's such a knob for no reason. I'm not Anthony, Simon Hooper. I mean, Simon, another knob though. Another bald. All the bald referees are the same. I hate them all, pricks. Honestly, get players as referees because I'm sick of them. They just don't play the game. Like, players want football to be played. We don't want to wait half an hour for a free kick to be taken. Like, we want the ball on the floor to be played. If there's a foul, let us take a quick free kick. What is wrong with that? If they're falling asleep, it's their fault. They should always be ready. What, would he call back Trent's corner against Barcelona? I think he probably would, you know. The ref that didn't give Wolves that penalty against United and disallowed... Oh my god, it actually is as well. Oh, we're fucked. We are screwed. How is this guy a referee? If I was incompetent, or if anyone here in chat had a job and they were incompetent, they get sacked, right? Somehow, Simon Hooper continues. Here come Fulham now. Cross into the box, deflects off Digne. Louise heads it away only as far as D could ever read. Paulinho, who's, after looking like he got shot, is now seemingly fine. Here's Willian. Willian against Cash. Just teasing, waiting for that cross. Willian goes backwards. Finally, Fulham have a bit of the ball with Bassi. Fulham have barely touched the ball today. They could overread into Paulinho is a good player. I'll give Fulham that. I do rate him. There's a reason why a Saudi side wanted him to sign. He was gonna sign, but they had issues on deadline day, so he couldn't go. Paulinho. That's a poor ball. Villa though, we don't keep it. That's the problem. It was such a poor pass from Alex Iwobi. Oh, Villa have it now with John Mcginn. It's a potential 3-on-3. Mcginn into Diaby in the box. Diaby out wide, cuts it back. It's a shite ball from Diaby. What is he doing? And he's offside as well. Diaby, bro. What is he doing? I will say, not a great start to a game from Diaby. Should have scored. Oh, his run there was awful. He was, a good, 2 yards offside there? Honestly. Liverpool just had a goal offside as usual. Oh dear. Oh, ball round the back behind Digne. Good bit of defending that is from Ezri Konsa. That was nearly a goal for Fulham. Brilliant defending from Ezri Konsa. It's a fantastic ball. Digne's pace, though, shit. Honestly, Digne is so damn slow. That's so easy for Fulham. Was that Timothy Castagna down the right for Fulham? On the overlap, going past Digne like he's not even there. Absolutely awful. Corner comes in. Villa half clear at Diaby. Wrestling. Kamara, can we please keep the ball for 5 seconds? I've cursed Villa by saying we've had all the ball, and then since then Villa can't keep it. Iwobi into Bassi, gets it back. I can't believe Alex Iwobi plays for Fulham. What? Iwobi's career has flatlined. Arsenal into Everton into Fulham. That is a good ball though from Iwobi. It was Timothy Castagna earlier. He's absolutely rinsed Digne for pace. Is William? Oh, this is nice play from Fulham. They might be offside there. No flag right now. Cut back. Good save, Martinez. Where's the flag? There's the flag. Way! There it is. It took so long for him to play. I could see that was offside from here. He's well offside. What are they chatting? He's miles offside. And the Fulham fans doing their usual, come on, Fulham. Their only song that they sing. They're worse than Chelsea, you know, for that. People say Chelsea only have one chant. Fulham actually only have one chant. Chelsea have like 2 or 3. Fulham actually have one. They are the worst set of fans. I look, if any Fulham fans in chat, I apologise, but you lot reek. You lot absolutely reek. Here's Torres. 23 minutes gone here. It is still goalless. Villa dominated the first 10 minutes. Somehow didn't score. Had a penalty given and then get turned down by VAR. And then, Diaby before that had a shot saved by Leno, which he probably should have scored. And since then, it's kind of been a bit more of an even game. Elsewhere, if you see on screen, it is still Lille 0-Toulouse. Toulouse recently beat Liverpool 3-2 in the Europa League. Later today at 2:30, in a couple of minutes, it's Celtic versus Aberdeen in the Scottish Premiership. Celtic currently sit unbeaten top of the league as usual. And at 3:15, it is Barcelona versus Getafe. My stream has just gone down. I was literally about to say this stream's done very well so far, and it goes down. Brilliant. They've already reloaded the West Ham Forest stream. And Liverpool Brentford got a refresh as well. That is very frustrating. Ben Mee is currently down for Brentford. What happened here? Oh, he got clattered by his own player. I think it's Pinnock. Was it? He just smashed into the back of Ben Mee. Oh dear. Getting injured by your own player is wild. I can't lie. West Ham Forest is back. The Villa one, unfortunately, isn't. Same with Brighton Sheffield United. That stream is also not back yet. So we still have to wait again. Here, can we just please sell Digne? Look, I've always said this, and look, I keep saying it because it's very true. Digne suits really good teams. If Digne played for Man City, you'd say he's one of the best left backs in the league. Because Digne flies forward, a bit like, he's very similar to João Cancelo. Bombs forward. And if people say I'm being harsh on Cancelo, Digne a couple of years ago got I think 14 assists for Everton. So, yeah, I'm not chatting shit for no reason. If Digne played for a very aggressive attacking side that holds the ball, he's amazing. Look at Digne against Hibernian. Digne got 3 assists against Hibernian away from home. He was on fire. He plays for a team that dominates. You'll see the best of him. But Digne does not suit, teams like Aston Villa, unfortunately. Digne, in my opinion, Digne suits only 2 teams in this whole division, which is Liverpool and Manchester City, with the way they play. That is it. Digne would not suit any other team. I don't think he suits us. And that's just my opinion. I think he's had an alright season, but I don't think many Villa fans will disagree. You'll get some who do. Some people love Digne for some reason. I wouldn't be upset if we sold him. There was a link about Digne signing for Al Hilal, actually. Which would have been interesting. But that never materialised. Here is Digne. Digne nearly losing the ball to Decadeva Reid. Gets a bit of luck there. I can agree on Tielemans, but I'd rather Moreno. Moreno's far better than Digne. Far better. No, there's no debate there. Zero debate. Moreno offers so much pace. Moreno, when I watched Villa against Newcastle last year, Moreno ripped Newcastle to pieces. It's Tielemans. Cross. Diaby! Yeah! 1-0! Mr. Diaby finally scores. It might be an own goal, actually. Diaby gets to the near post, flicks a shot in. Aston Villa lead by a 0-0. Deserved, to be honest, very much so. We've had chances in this game where we probably should have scored before this. It might be a Robinson own goal. We'll have to see on the replay. But Diaby wheeled off to celebrate. And the commentators are suggesting it might be an own goal from Robinson. We'll see. Lovely cross. That's from Tielemans, by the way. A Tielemans ball from the left. What a game he's had so far. I'm just hoping against hope. This is onside. This will be an Aston Villa goal. Tielemans back in the Villa side. And what a ball that is from Yuri Tielemans. What a ball. Diaby at the near post. Does Robinson get a touch? I'm seeing the slow replay. It is an own goal. It's an own goal from Robinson. It is not a Diaby goal. It is a Robinson own goal. It is 1-0 to Aston Villa. And you've got to feel for the left back Robinson, to be honest, because there's not a lot he can do. He has to defend Diaby in some way or another. But Anthony Robinson, the American, has put Aston Villa 1-0 up off an own goal, which is a shame. It's a bit of a shame for Diaby. Diaby would take it. Robinson doesn't want it. Villa don't care. Villa lead 1-0. And I think off the balance of play, I think it's deserved. I'm trying not to be unbiased here. I think Villa, we've had a lot of the ball. We've created chances. I think it's been deserved. I don't think Fulham have done anything of note, really. A bit of intricate play around the box. A shot, actually, they did have one shot which was saved from Martinez, but that was it. Here's Castagna. Can Fulham respond instantly? Deco David Reed into Alex Iwobi. Tim Ream. The Villa fans are finally awake. Willian. Goes all... Ooh, risky ball. All the way back to Bassi there from Willian. And Villa's press nearly caught Fulham out again there. Tim Ream into Willian again. And this time he goes back to the former Arsenal goalkeeper in Bert Leno. Bassi, now Fulham go down the right. The press on Villa is so aggressive. Fulham can't breathe. Fulham are struggling to play passes right now. Palhinha nearly slips as he plays that, for example. It is Pereira playing in a... I knew Pereira was in the pivot. Ball into Willian. He tries a fancy little flick of the heel. Oh, Torres, ice cold. Ice cold from Torres as he turns away from Bobby Deco over Reed. He does a little body feint, sending Deco over Reed. And that should be a free kick to Villa. It will be. Pau Torres fouled. Love that from Torres is ice cold sometimes. He's such a composed defender. He's so calm. So calm. Villa at home are a different breed. If we could play every game at home, we'd win the league. I actually believe that. If every game was at home, Aston Villa would win the Premier League. We are just a different team at home. I can't even remember how many games we won at home in a row. Would this be 13 home wins in a row in the Premier League? I know it's high. I think it's 13 if we win this. Like, that's insane. Like, you know, just to put that into perspective, what, you play 19 home games a season. We've won 13 in a row going into last year. I'm saying Premier League, you can include all competitions, but I was saying Premier League. But you can include all competitions if you want to. I'd have to go back to the Luton game to see. I think it is 13. It will be more if you count Conference League. But I don't want to count, you know, AZ Alkmaar and Zrinjski. I want to count, you know, teams actually... I don't want to criticise teams, but I want to count the teams that matter, you know? So I'm going to scroll back on Twitter. And I'm going to see. I've got to go all the way back to Luton because we post it every single game. So I'm going to go back all the way to Luton Town just to see this. Because I think I'm right, but I don't know. Yeah, this will be 13. This will be 13. We won 12. The 12th home win was against Luton Town. Yeah. So this is number 13. Which, happy days. Happy days for me. And, well, for you lot in chat as well. Long ball through. Oof, that was awkward, actually, for Villa to defend. Pereira nearly put through on goal then. Villa had to hook it away. Thanks, Paul. Yo, dude, sorry I'm late joining up the Villa. How you doing, Hot Snot? Paul, you just have a weird, dirty mind, mate. I can't lie. That was a good long ball from Fulham, actually. I'll give him credit. It's a... I mean, what... How do I formulate this into words? It's a shame for them that he didn't take that down very well. I think if Pereira had a better first touch then, he actually could have been an on goal. But he couldn't really take... It was an awkward ball to take down. I do get that. It's a 60-yard ball. But if he could take that down, Villa were in trouble then. Konza defending very well. I shall. Yo, my dear. Oh, it's Dean. Oh, and you weren't fair enough. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Hope you're doing well, mate. And Villa are doing well. Ball from Digne. A good hold-up play from Aston Villa. Oh, well, I thought it was. The referee said it went out of play, so Fulham have a throw-in. Such a weird game so far. It feels like nothing has happened, and it feels like everything has happened all at the same time. Like, there's been a lot of nothingness, and then there's just been those, like, a couple minutes of explosive football and chances. Like, Watkins has just robbed his man, and Villa could be on the break until a really good recovery pass from Alex Iwobi rescues the day for Fulham. Ollie Watkins won the ball high up with a press, slipped as he done so, but Villa nearly hurt Wolves on the break. Robinson, has that gone out of play? It looked like a foul on Robinson, to be honest. It will be a Villa throw-in. I don't get how we couldn't play this good last week. It's almost like we play home. Our home form is just insane. I did say this. Away from home, we're not amazing. At home, we're incredible. If we could play every game at home, we'd rip the league. We'd absolutely rip the league. We've won so many now at home. Villa Park's a fortress. I don't think anyone wants to come to Villa Park. It's a horrible place to go for any team right now. You know, in that run, we battered Brighton 6-1. We beat Brighton twice, actually, in this run. We beat Spurs. We beat a lot of good teams at home. John McGinn wants a yellow card for Paulinho here. Paulinho keeps doing this, by the way. He's going to call him over. McGinn asking questions of the referee about Paulinho, and Paulinho is protesting. Yeah, McGinn is getting frustrated because he keeps getting fouled by Paulinho and no card is being shown. It's just another shove and a push, and he keeps doing this. We're only 35 minutes into the game. He's done this, 2-3 occasions now? No card, so he's just allowed to do it again if he wants. Here's Tielemans into Digne. Douglas Luiz into McGinn. Konza. Kamara. Kamara into Diaby, gets it back. So John McGinn has been heavily involved in this game. I like those games where McGinn gets involved. He can ghost certain games, and you can really tell. Our midfield's a lot different when McGinn goes into hiding. He's being heavily involved today. Horrible ball for Fulham. Matty Cash with the easiest interception of his career. Here's Douglas Luiz now. Surely Villa can create something from this. Luiz into Diaby. Heavy first touch from Diaby, and we have to go. Oh, for God's sake. That one bad touch sets us back. This sport drives me insane. Villa catch Fulham out. And to be fair, Douglas Luiz, he does kind of drill the ball at Diaby, but Diaby's bad touch actually allows Fulham to get back. Because his touch sends the ball backwards, not towards goal. So he has to recollect the ball almost. And Fulham now have everyone back by the time he's done that. McGinn, that's better. McGinn into Digne. Digne tries to cut back inside, but Bassi reads him like a buck. It's just getting a bit frustrating now. We've had a couple of these chances. We've won the ball very well in midfield. But we seem to do very little with it. We're quite wasteful right now. Digne, very predictable there. He seems to do the same thing every time, and defenders who actually know what they're doing can read it. And Bassi read him. I think Bassi knew what Digne was going to do before Digne did. So frustrating. Long throw. Knockdown. Fulham. They should do more with that. To be fair, I've been critical of Villa in the final third, but then Fulham have somehow been worse. Long ball towards Cash. Brilliant takedown. Chance for Villa. Cash in the box. Cash goes for goal. Straight at Bert Leno. Very, very selfish there, I think, from Cash. He's done brilliantly. Don't get me wrong. Takes the ball down. Look, if Pereira took the ball down like that early for Fulham, they would have had a very similar chance to that. Long ball to Cash. He takes it down, goes central, and rather than look for a pass, he goes for goal and puts it straight at the throat of Bert Leno. It turned out to be a very simple save in the end, and Villa should have done a lot more. Tielemans with a good interception. I've got to say, Alex Iwobi and D. Cordova-Reid have absolutely stunk for Fulham today. The hideous twins are back at it. Pau Torres hacking the ball long, looking for Ollie Watkins. Won back initially by Bassi, and it's collected by the fullback Castagna. Not a lot of joy for Ollie Watkins so far. A little bit of a graveyard shift, because a lot of the play that Villa have done in the final third have actually been around him. So it's been like him making decoy runs and, taking defenders out of games. So he's getting involved, but technically not involved on the ball. Diaby has been way more involved, as an example. And Diaby is supposed to be the shadow striker. Cash. Good challenge from Cash on Robinson, and Villa get the ball back. He's had a good game, Cash, so far. He's been quite bright and positive. I still say he was very greedy. It's a ball from Pau Torres. That's an incredible ball from Pau Torres. An even better takedown. But Cash needs to feed that into Watkins. Or Diaby. Both Watkins and Diaby point to their feet and look frustrated. That ball had to go to one of them. Willian with a bad touch. Mcginn. Lovely ball from Mcginn into Watkins. The Villa direct passes today have been brilliant. Watkins. That should be a foul. Simon Hooper. It's not given. There's a full push on Ollie there. Mcginn gets it back. His pass is intercepted. We keep it alive with Digne. This referee is actually driving me insane. He's actually driving me insane. Is Torres. Torres into Watkins. Back to goal. Into John Mcginn. That's a foul. Thank you. Mcginn is chopped down by, I think it's Pereira. Yeah, Pereira, the pivot with Paulinho. And it will be a Villa free kick. They're such a dirty team, Fulham. Such a dirty team. They've done this all game. Bert Leno, has he set a two-man wall? That's great. If this is a two-man wall, that's insane. This is like, you could argue it's a shooting distance. Like, prime Ronaldo would go for goal from it. So a two-man wall is insane. We will go. He tried to dink it towards Diaby. And Fulham, yeah, that was a bit of a waste, really. Jimenez heads it on towards Willian and Cash. Brilliant from Cash. Oh my goodness me, what a challenge. Sliding, Cash, last man back, needed to make that and he did. That's a fantastic challenge from Matty Cash. That's incredible. And now Watkins tries to feed Diaby, but it's won back by Fulham, only temporarily. Another hook ball into Diaby, header away by Robinson. Villa get it back for the third time. John Mcginn! Yes! It's Super John Mcginn with a rocket! Oh my goodness me, what a goal! Aston Villa make it 2-0. What a strike from Mcginn. He does a body fake, fakes a pass, but instead ignores everyone, goes for goal, middle of the park, into the bottom right corner. What a goal! What a goal! Aston Villa 2, Fulham 0. And that is a perfect example of what John Mcginn can do in the attacking final third. When we get him there, he is so deadly in those situations. His passing and his finishing is very underrated. Very underrated. Bassi with a poor header away. Villa just kept getting this ball back. Fulham couldn't clear their lines. Mcginn fakes a pass to Cash. You can tell he does a little body feint. He pretends he's going to play this ball to Cash. Instead, he goes straight down the middle of Fulham. Left-footed shot is an absolute dart into the bottom corner. Fantastic finish. Fulham completely undone there by a bit of Mcginn magic. Come on. Come on. Mcginn with his classic goggles celebration as always. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, the commentators have basically stole what I've just said. That Villa are starting to play him in a more advanced role and we're seeing the benefits of it. I think he's very underrated in that final third. There's a reason why Scotland play him as a 10. There is a reason for it. There is a reason for it. We've played Mcginn as defensive midfield, and we wonder why he struggles there. We've played Mcginn as a box-to-box, and, you know, he can struggle to do that as well. He's not brilliant defensively. Going forward, he's amazing. He's absolutely amazing. And look, maybe I'm a bit critical. He's not bad defensively, but I don't think that's his cup of tea. You know, I don't think that's what he likes to do. I don't think that's what he's best at. John McGinn's best attributes are his direct passing, and you could argue his sight for goals decent, especially with finishing like that. Like I said, I used to get frustrated watching him for Scotland. He'd score almost every time they play, and I'm like, yet we play him, in DM. It's so annoying. Forest have equalised against West Ham as well. Elsewhere, it's also Celtic lead within just a quarter of an hour in their game. Oh, they lead 2-0. They've just got a second goal against Aberdeen. And it's Lille 1, Toulouse 0. So there's been a goal in every game covered. Obviously, bar the Barcelona game, which will be on later today. But yeah, what a goal. And what a first half this has been for Aston Villa. It's not even been like the best football at times, but we've done the basics, and that's all I've ever wanted. That's all I've ever wanted. It's all I've ever asked for. Villa have done the basics today. And we've done them very well. We've done them brilliantly. Fulham have struggled, I think. Our passing has hurt them. And even when we fake a pass, like their whole team parted like the Red Sea. With just one body feint from McGinn. Like 2 players tried to cover the space from Matty Cash and just let McGinn run right through the middle of the Fulham defence. And strike a shot in the bottom corner. Like, it's so easy. It was so easy for McGinn. He probably makes it look a lot easier than what that actually was. It's so clever. Paulinho into Raul Jimenez. He goes for goal. It's a good save from the best goalkeeper in the world, according to the Ballon d'Or. He won the Aston Award. And it's a good save from Martinez. My nose just keeps being itchy, and I'm getting frustrated by it. Oh man, I will look at what this does for the Premier League table as things stand. So 2-goal lead for Aston Villa does keep us currently in 5th place because Liverpool lead 1-0. Only 1 point behind Spurs. After Spurs are apparently in a title fight. Spurs are already in a title fight apparently. They're going to be up there. That's what I've heard from Spurs fans like Mr. Black and expressions all season. Since the season began, since before the season began, a little bit with others. I suppose not with Spurs. But as soon as they were cooking with the first 2 games, their fans were gassing. And we're seeing the downfall of Spurs. 1 point behind Spurs. Mad. After the season they've had. Liverpool are on 27, level up with Arsenal. Man City have a game in hand on 27 points. Header trying to go through. Konza decided to take the situation in his own hands. And to be fair to Villa, that looked like to be the best decision. Martinez coming out of goal. And Konza basically stopped the interaction between Emi Martinez and Pereira. Now Villa have it again with Watkins. Watkins on the byline, tries to cut it back. And Tim Ream makes the block. And Villa have a corner. Game in hand against Chelsea. Chelsea are unpredictable. Chelsea are a team that would beat Man City and then lose to Man United. That would be a very Chelsea thing to do. I gotta say, these results are horrendous for Man United. Man United finally win a game, but Brighton win, Villa are winning, Liverpool are winning. All the teams around them, unfortunately for them, are winning. Arsenal won as well. Kamara has a free header, but he doesn't get it on target. Ball's edge of the box. Pau Torres goes for goal, and it slices off the outside of his boot and goes wide for a Fulham goal kick. 5 minutes of added time. 3 of those have been played on my live stream. Game in hand against Chelsea, so 3 points clear. I will take. I would expect City to win. Are they at home as well? Oh, they're away. See, City away. You never know, man. You never know. I'd back Villa at home against City. With all the games we've won at home in a row, I'd back Villa at home against City. So you never know. John McGinn. Cross towards the far post. No one there. And it will be a goal kick to Fulham. Dangerous ball from McGinn, but no one to attack it. Such a shame. I honestly, though, going back to my point, I'd back Villa to beat anyone at home in the Premier League. Absolutely anyone. Absolutely anyone. The only side who are better than us at home... Actually, no, if we win today, we're the best team at home in the whole league. That's mad, you know. We have a better home record than Manchester City. We're incredible at home. We've won every game at home this season. If Villa could play every game at home, we'd be cooking. We'd be absolutely cooking if every game's at Villa Park. We'd win the league. I've said this, I'll say it again. We would win the league if we play every game at home. It is half time at Villa Park, and it is Aston Villa 2, Fulham 0. A very competent performance from Aston Villa. What else is there to say? I think we've created a few chances. We did miss a big one early in the game with Diaby. It was a good save from Bernd Leno, to be fair. Villa then had a penalty appeal as the referee Simon Hooper pointed to the spot for a handball from Timothy Castagna. It went to VAR. It hit like the underside of his arm. It hit like an awkward part, like here, like the underside of his arm. His arm was in an outstretched, like awkward position, but yeah, it was no penalty for me. I said it on the live stream. I said it like as the decision was being made. I don't think it's a penalty. If I was the referee, I would not give that. Villa weren't really rocked by that decision. We still from then began to create more opportunities. Not began. We continued to create opportunities. Is what I'm trying to say, and we had a lot of them. A lot more passing in the final third, which is what I like to see. We do a lot of that at home. We don't seem to do a lot of that away for some reason. John McGinn, very heavily involved. I was going to praise him before the goal, so I especially have the opportunity to praise him now. Him and Tielemans, two players who've been brilliant today. Tielemans getting the cross for the first goal, which, I mean, Diaby claimed it, but it does hit off Anthony Robinson, and it went into the back of his own net. But yeah, very comfortable win for Aston Villa so far. Unless there's going to be a real big shock, I don't think Fulham are going to come back in this game. 42% of the ball, 2 shots, both on target, but compared to Villa's 7 and 3 on target. Yeah, 10 fouls to Fulham, by the way. Villa only fouled them twice in a whole first half. Only 2 fouls for Villa is kind of mad if you think about it. Fulham, I do recall one chance they had, which was saved from Martinez. It was a cutback. I'm trying to remember who struck it, actually. I'm just going to have a quick look. I think it was after we scored. Apparently not. It's not been put on flash score. I do recall of a shot, though, that was saved from Martinez that, needed to be saved. It was a decent stop as well. A couple crosses that were caught from Emi. They've not really come in and done a lot. I think their fans will be disappointed. I'm going to check the Villa pages. Let me know what you guys think as well if you're watching the game. I predicted a 2-0 Villa win today, and it already is 2-0. Make it 5 so we go 4th. Cheers. I love football. Paulini is going to have nightmares about John McGinn over the next few weeks. Oh, Fulham fans are actually rattled by John McGinn. It's great. Tielemans has been class. What a first half. Everyone has been good. Tielemans showing his quality. Pau Torres' passing range is ridiculous. Oh, yeah, that's something I forgot to cover as well. Torres has been immense, not even defensively, going forward. That he did this incredible ball to Matty Cash that swerved, and the precision is incredible. It landed brilliantly at the feet of Cash. Swerved over a midfielder and the fullback into Cash. I think he's a bit selfish though, Cash, because he went narrow and he went for goal, and it was saved by Bert Leno. But that Torres pass deserved more from that. That was a brilliant ball. Looking at Fulham's page, we're in a relegation battle. Oh well, game over. It's at 1-0, by the way. Fulham fans saying this. Oh well, game over. Fuck all going forward, so please keep it to a respectable number, says Alf Wolford, a Fulham fan, on Twitter. Bloody hell, lads, do we know how to score? This is like his third one this season. Oh, apparently Robinson is not new to scoring own goals. That is quite funny to me. Seen their reaction for the second goal. Massive second season syndrome. Even the decent players look shocking. I did say this about Fulham. In my predictions video, I said Fulham would drop off. That's one of the... Look, some things I got wrong. I said Spurs. I mean, this could age well now. I said Spurs start of the year to finish 10th. Which obviously that didn't age brilliantly because Spurs were top of the league. But with injuries, they're going to fall. I do think they're going to drop down. So that prediction might not look terrible. And I said Fulham, I think, would finish 15th. Because second season syndrome is a thing. It is 100% a thing. And I expected them to plummet, and they have. As soon as I heard Mitrovic wanted to go, I knew this. You could see this from a mile off. From a mile off, this was going to happen. I've just seen the comment, Palini going to have nightmares about John McGinn. Someone says, Mcginn is a fat, ugly, diving weasel. God forbid Paulinho wants to use some physicality instead of just throwing himself to the ground. They're rattled. They are rattled by John McGinn. That's brilliant. They are absolutely rattled. Mcginn. I love it. Who'd have thought it? Nothing up front and shit defence. We're losing 5-sub half time, please. Pathetic. Relegation is real. We are going down. Get Robinson out. A goal and an assist for Robinson today, smashing. Oh yeah, he did, not only scored the own goal, he did head the ball to McGinn, and he went through and scored. So yeah, not a brilliant game from Robinson. We're rubbish. Hate to say it, we're getting worse, and we're being dragged into a relegation battle. Let's have a look at more replies. We're getting relegated this season, week in, week out, same result. Love this one. It's a Villa fan saying, could Paulinho get me some Doritos from the shop McGinn sent him to, please? That's brilliant. I love it. Villa fans rattling Fulham fans. Mitrovic is the best value player, somewhere better than Vlahovic. Oh, can we just talk about as well? After I'm just going to read the full comment, but I want to make a point here from your comment, so I thank you for that. What has Vlahovic actually done? Vlahovic, well, however you want to say his name. Since he left Fiorentina, what a disaster of a career he's had. He's been awful. He's been absolutely awful since he left. He was cooking at Fiorentina. He was absolutely cooking. What has happened? And yeah, Mitrovic, I think his attitude stunk a little bit because Fulham didn't want to let him go. And he kind of made them. So I do criticise him for that, but he's a top striker. He's a top striker. He's someone. So before he had a great season last year. So this is what, well, it would have been a year ago, no? Yeah. So when Fulham got promoted, I was saying to my chat, I want us to sign Mitrovic. I've seen him in the Premier League before, and he struggled in the Prem a little bit. He got 5 goals here, 10 goals here. On his day. But for that year in the Championship, Mitrovic scored 42 goals. I'm like, this is different. He's different this year. And I was saying to my chat, I wonder if Villa could bring in Mitro. And I had a lot of people criticise me on TikTok, and even my own dad was like, "Oh, Mitro only scored 5 goals last time he was in the Premier League. You're gonna waste all that money." Mitro went and had an incredible season with Fulham last year, and I felt so vindicated. I was like, "Yeah, this is someone I wanted. This is someone I wanted for Aston Villa." and especially what Fulham accepted the money for. I think we could have put an offer in when he got promoted. But Watkins has done very well, and we play a formation with basically one striker, so doesn't matter, I guess. Vince says, "Yo, just watching Liverpool match. Good match so far. 3-1 to Villa. I'm saying not looking forward to facing Man City today." The Liverpool match I've seen, from what I've seen on my phone, seems to be very Liverpool dominated, although their bench is looking a bit shaky. Villa have completely controlled the game. I can't see Fulham scoring. This game could easily end 2-0, but I do not see Fulham have provided nothing going forward. And Chelsea, look, what I did say this earlier in my stream. Chelsea are awkward to talk about, because I don't know what Chelsea I'm gonna see from you lot. The money you spent, obviously you should be doing better than what you are doing. That is not even up for debate. But you have shown glimpses of quality. The Fulham game, the Arsenal game, I thought you were all right in. Didn't win that, which, I mean, it was ridiculous. The fact that was the best you've played for like 2 years and you didn't win. And then, look, Spurs were 9 men, but you did play all right. You missed some big chances, but you won the game 4-1. I would expect City to win. I do expect City to win, but you never know. You're at home. You never know. I think there could be a point there. I just got a sneaky feeling that game's gonna be a draw, or at the very least Chelsea are gonna get something from it. I just got a very sneaky feeling. So we'll see. Watch Vlahovic yesterday against Cagliari, and he did so bad when he came out. He's just been awful. I'm gonna look up his stats actually since he has signed. Because I remember he got look. The only reason I know is because he played for Fiorentina, and I used to play lots of FIFA. I'm good at FIFA player actually, but that's another topic for another day. But I remember he'd always get player of the month cards. I'm like, my God, this guy's cooking. I look online, I see some of his clips and some of the games. I'm like, bloody hell, this guy's insane. He had loads of interest. He's my age as well. He's just a little bit older than me, but I think he's 23. But since he's been at Juventus, bloody hell, he's dried up. So just to put things into perspective, Fiorentina, 21 goals in 37 games. 17 goals in 21 games. Right? Brilliant. Brilliant for Fiorentina. He signed in the January, I think, from Fiorentina to... nearly 2 years ago. 7 goals, 15 games. It's all right. It's not amazing. It's not the same return as Fiorentina, but 7 in 15, that's nearly like 1 every 2, which is all right for a striker. And then the 22-23 season, 27 games, 10 goals. Money they paid, I don't rate that return at all, my opinion. I think for where Juventus want to be in Serie A, I think that's poor. And then this year, a little bit better, 4 and 10 though. Hasn't scored now for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. You got 2 against Lazio, and then hadn't scored for Serbia against Lithuania, Serbia against Hungary, and then Juventus away at Empoli. So you only scored in 1 of those games in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, to only score in 1 in 10 games is kind of crazy. Yeah, a bit of a fall off of Vlahovic. Maybe people expected a lot from him because of how well he did at Fiorentina for 2 years, but yeah, a bit of mid. I did go over his stats. I don't think he's done that well. I don't think 10 goals in a season is good. I don't know how you can... For where Juventus want to be, that's not. To put things into perspective, Villa nearly... What place did we finish? I think we were 14th. El Ghazi got 10 goals. Like the same. El Ghazi's a winger. And El Ghazi was let go. Like the next season. I don't think 10 goals is a good return. I'm not being gaslit to think it is. I was going by his last 2 seasons for Fiorentina because those were his most prolific. And I think he would have continued that based on his form. But that's my criticism. Yvonne says the ref wanted Chelsea to win against Arsenal. Nkunku will be back after the break. Same with Lavia. Can't wait to see them both. Nkunku is a brilliant player. He's an absolutely brilliant player. And I think you'll see the best of him. Or close to it at Chelsea. I do actually think that. Some players struggle when they go to Chelsea. I think Nkunku, you know, it's not a purple patch. He's done very well for a couple of years now, and he's versatile. He can play in a lot of positions. If I have a look at, because he's played like centre forward, he's played in midfield. If I go to Flash Score, I'll have a look at his goal return. But I do think he's finally someone Chelsea can actually rely on. Like, if he doesn't do well there, then they are actually cursed. Like, they are fully cursed. Yeah, RB Leipzig's first 2 seasons weren't great. I mean, 13 assists, 5 goals. I think he played in more of a... I might be criticising that for no reason. I think he played a way more deeper role back then. And you can kind of tell, because he went from that, to centre forward, 20 goals and 13 assists. Bloody hell. For RB Leipzig. And then last year, 25 goals, 25 games, 16 goals, 4 assists. What a player. What a player. And that's the difference between getting him, you know, from a midfield role to an advanced role is night and day. Night and day. We are going to be back underway for the second half. Lol went for... Oh, cheers, man. Oh, I talked about him and then stopped and then Paul brought it up again. And I was just talking about Nkunku just then. Alright, now I'm not a Fulham fan, but from what I've seen from Fulham games, maybe he just always turns up against the good sides. But Harry Wilson didn't start today, and I'd say he's arguably their best player. Other than Palhinha, I would say he's their best player. Why is he not starting? I'd love to know. So I need to talk to a Fulham fan, because I want to know why he's not playing. He's just came off the bench now, you know, when it's already 2-0 to Villa, and we've won every home game. Well, every home game possible almost. We just keep winning. I'm nearly forgetting how many. This will be our 13th home Premier League win in a row. This will be our 15th in all competitions. Like, that's mental. Oh no, sorry, not 15th in all competitions. We actually lost to Everton in the Carabao Cup at home. So it'd be 15 out of 16? And this will be 16 out of 17. This is why I don't count all competition. I like to just say, you know, Premier League. Boom. Done. Fulham peaked too early this season, and Chelsea might got a better chance of getting into Europe than Spurs. I mean, Spurs, I do feel for Spurs a little bit, because they've had all this come at such a short period of time. It's hard for them to adapt. Look, I felt this would happen at some point. I did feel like the wheels would fall off. I didn't think they would all fall off at the same time and they'd crash into a tree. That's what it feels like. Look, I am an avid fan of Expressions Easing, which, you know, very famous these days. Tottenham fan on TikTok and YouTube. And he was always saying, even when they were doing well, they're a side of just 11 players. And I 100% agree. I think he's cooking with what he's saying there. Because as soon as Spurs got injuries and suspensions and their subs come on, they're terrible. Eric Dyer, Ben Davies, for a side that, you know, fighting, at one point, they were top of the league. Like, how are you top of the league when you got Eric Davies, you know, employed? Not Eric Davies, sorry. What am I saying? Eric Dyer. I'm mixing them together. Eric Dyer and Ben Davies. How are you fighting for a title apparently when you got them? Imagine a hybrid of of Eric Dyer and Ben Davies. Oh dear. Yeah, shocking. Oh, my stream's having issues here. Fulham have a chance with Jimenez and they've hit the post. Willian. Oh my God, Fulham should have scored. Oh dear, Fulham have had a chance here. Terrible defending from Aston Villa, to be honest. And the stream, for some reason, the FPS on this stream has plummeted. And I don't know why. What is going on? But Fulham have hit the post. You're not going to come much closer than that. We've seen the replay here. Oh, that's brilliant from Alex Iwobi. Jimenez takes over, strikes the bottom of the post, and Willian should hit the target. That's terrible from Willian. He gets the rebound. Emmy on the floor. He's got to do... If he hits it on target, he probably scores that, Willian. But he has put it well over the bar. And that is a let-off from Aston Villa, as I was waffling as usual. But yeah, Spurs, they've had all this at once. Maddison is easily their most influential player. He gets the best out of players like Heung-min Son. And him being out of the team is just... It doesn't even feel like Spurs anymore. Diaby, looks like there was a foul there from Robinson, but we play on. Diaby gets a cross in. It's held by Bert Leno. But yeah, Villa play Spurs soon. And I think... Look, I'm just going to say it now. You're going to see a very poor Spurs side that day. I don't care if this ages badly, if I've just jinxed Villa. I think we will batter Spurs. If they have that team out, they are getting absolutely cooked. And we're away. I think we'll cook them away. We did the double over Spurs last year. Run it back is what I say. They absolutely reek with that team. Wolves cooked them. Wolves deserve to win that. Even before Wolves got later winner in that game, Wolves deserve to beat them. They cooked them. Long ball through. And Emi Martinez has to come off his line and head the ball away. Wilson trying to get through past the offside trap from Villa. I can't say, I'm not too happy with this so far. Fulham have definitely come out the second half the better team. It's very frustrating to watch from a Villa perspective. Here's Castagna, crosses deflected. It's held brilliantly by Martinez. It could have deflected wide for a corner. Timothy Castagna trying to get once again on the outside of Digne. But it's a positive start from Fulham. I'm sure their fans will be happy. I mean, they'll probably be wondering where this has been for the whole game. Why weren't they playing like this in the first half? You know, when the score was 0-0 and that mattered. Right now, their performance means nothing. They're 2-0 down. Villa do need to wake up though. Castagna into Raul Jimenez. Bassi back to Bert Leno. Villa have yet to attack in this second half. It's already been 5 minutes. Bit of a worry. Tim Ream. Nearly losing the ball to Diaby there. Bassi. Castagna. A lot more of the ball for Fulham this half. Feels like a different game at times. Tim Ream. The press doesn't need to be there for Villa because we've got 2 goals. We don't need to be as aggressive. Tielemans and Digne pretty much running into each other, and then Luiz has fouled Wilson. He's took the free kick quickly and given the ball away. Oh dear. Mcginn. Oh, it's nice from Mcginn. That's a foul from Palhinha, and that's a booking finally for him because he's done this a million times. And Palhinha is now suspended for Fulham because he's got enough yellow cards now. He has hacked into Mcginn all day, and he's done it again. He's such a knob, Palhinha. I'm glad he's got a booking for that. But yeah, he is suspended for the next game for Fulham. Who do Fulham play? Oh, Wolves. They play Wolves at home. Apparently there's been a yellow card as well to the coaching staff of Fulham too. Yeah, the Fulham coaching staff are not happy. But he has fouled Villa on multiple occasions now. I say fouled Villa, fouled John McGinn. He's only gone after John McGinn. And I think that's the 4th time now. Tielemans, decent idea for Ollie Watkins. He's been doing that all game, Tielemans. He's doing very well. Bassi covers the pass brilliantly. Marcus Silva is grumbling on the touchline. Digne, long throw looking for Mcginn. Mcginn hooks the ball towards Cash. Good takedown. Cash has Diaby short. Might go for goal. He does! Saved by Bernd Leno. Again, every shot is just down the throat of the goalkeeper. Every single shot. Here's Robinson for Fulham. 53 minutes gone. There's still 2-0. Oh, I think the stream's gone down. Oh dear. Brighton 1, Sheffield United 0, Liverpool 1, Brentford 0, West Ham 1, Forest 1, Lille 1, Toulouse 0, and Celtic 2, Aberdeen 0 are all the scores you can see on screen. And while I wait for the new stream to come back, I'll probably put on the Liverpool Brentford has 17,000 viewers on YouTube. Not YouTube, on Twitter. The Twitter live stream, EPL Kingdom. Slobbersley. Ooh. I've just seen Gakpo lash a shot over. That's a poor finish. There's a very poor shot. Brighton Sheffield United has 700 viewers. So many Liverpool fans compared to Brighton. That's kind of crazy. West Ham Forest is a bit more. Sorry about that. West Ham Forest has 1.2 thousand. And Villa Fulham had 1.2 as well. Oh, Sheffield United had a great chance there. Balled up, putting a cross in towards the far post, and no one ran onto it. Oh my God. If anyone gambled there, Sheffield United would have equalised against Brighton. What a cross. Oh my God. I can't believe it. I cannot believe that. Still waiting for the Villa stream to come back. I am watching it on EPL Kingdom, as always. Although the stream has gone down a couple of minutes ago, so I've just got other games on right now. Kudus puts the ball in the box for West Ham against Forest, but it's won back. And if I go to the Liverpool game... Ooh. Endo with a challenge. I think he's going to get a booking for that. Are they looking at VAR? VAR check for Endo. Oh, this could be a red card for Liverpool. This is interesting. This could be a red card. Endo has gone in. It's a reckless. It is reckless from Endo. I think he could get sent off here. It's a crunching lunge from Endo. And what I said earlier about Liverpool having no squad depth. That's a silly challenge to make. In a game like this, when you're winning 1-0, 40 minutes to go, if he's got himself sent off here, he's a very silly boy. They're still checking. It is a crunching challenge. Is that a red? I don't know if that's a red though. It's a bit reckless. It's not. If you take the game back 20 years, it's not a red card. It's a bit of a nasty one. I am very intrigued now to see if this is a red card for Liverpool. For those who are just tuning in now, the Villa stream has gone down. So while I wait, I've just put on the Liverpool-Brentford game. And there is a VAR check for an Endo red card, which is still being checked. This has been a lengthy period of time now. I've seen this this clip. Yeah, it's not a red card. I don't think it's a red card. And I don't think the referee and the VAR have given it. Thomas Frank is clearly not happy with that decision, but I think that was a fair one. In my opinion. Alright, is the Villa stream back? Please. Oh, they suspended the account that was playing the Villa Fulham game. That is funny. Oh, they've just suspended the game. They suspended the account that was playing the Liverpool game as well. Damn. Well, this guy, EPL Kingdom, has several. of these. So, yeah. All right. While I wait for a stream, I'm going to just have a look here elsewhere. Villa still lead 2-0. 55% of the ball, 8 shots to their 6. Fulham, it's a good second half start, and they've had more of the ball in the second half, but no end product from them so far. Hitting the post with Raul Jimenez. Still 1-0 to Brighton against Sheffield United. 71% of the ball there. And Liverpool survived the scare. Núñez has had 2 goals disallowed for offside by VAR in the space of 5 minutes. 22nd and 27th minute. And it is West Ham 1, Nottingham Forest 1. Paqueta put West Ham ahead very early on. And the equaliser from Taiwo Awoniyi back in the lineup for Forest. Back on the score sheet. Still though, however, waiting for the Villa stream to be back. We've got half an hour to go in that game. And I am still waiting. There is a new account that has been made. EFL, I think this is the 93rd account. That's so funny. And Villa Fulham is back. All right, we move. Iwobi has lost the ball out to Tielemans. Oh, good header forward. Tielemans into Watkins in the box. Watkins, Tielemans cross towards the RB, won back by Robinson. Watkins, every time he's got the ball, there's like 2 or 3 Fulham players on him. And now Wilson. Oh, that's a great ball to Pereira. Villa in trouble. Pereira's crossed towards Willian. He's got it. The back post. Willian. Wide. It's another big miss for Fulham. Fulham nearly catching Villa on the break. All of that came from a brilliant long ball from Wilson. He's made such a difference since he's been on for Fulham. Again, I mean, I questioned this when he came on. But why isn't he starting? In my opinion, unless he's been injured, he's one of Fulham's best players. And it all started from his through ball. Willian on his favourite left foot, going for the near post. It was always going wide, really. It's a poor finish from Willian. It's another chance that has gone begging for Fulham. Martinez going long. Flicked on. Oh, but we've lost it. Mcginn tries to flick it on towards the RB. Tim Ream comes out of centre-back to win the ball. And now is Timothy Castagna going back towards Leno. Awkward ball. Watkins put pressure on there. Torres. Kamara. Bit of dribbling there from Kamara into Diaby. Like I said, we've got, 28 minutes to go here. It's still 2-0 to Villa. Konza into Douglas Luiz, Pau Torres. Fulham are pressing. Raul Jimenez putting a lot of pressure there on Ezri Konza. Oh, it's 2-1 Forest. There has been a Forest goal at the London Stadium. West Ham led 1-0. It is now 2-1 to Forest. Well, they're going to follow... Well, as things stand anyway, they're going to follow up their 2-0 win against Villa with a away win at West Ham United, which is incredible. I don't think anyone expected that. Diaby offside. The Villa fans frustrated. Villa tried to hit Forest on the break there. Wet spam humbling. What is going on? Look, losing to Forest at home is shocking. Forest are good at their own ground. Away, Forest are terrible. There is no reason or excuse. Forest have only won. In fact, I'll give you guys trivia. Forest have only won 1 game away this season. Have a guess who it was away against. If you think about it, you'll get it. The only team they've beat away was Chelsea. I don't think anybody is surprised by that. Chelsea are shit. Yeah, that's Forest's only away win this season. Up until now, though, they could win again today. We'll see. There has been a goal for... Oh, it's an equaliser for West Ham. Oh, my God. West Ham are level against Forest. I couldn't even shit talk them for too long because West Ham are levelled. I will tell you to go on EPL Kingdom. All right, bear with. Paul, can you type EPL Kingdom and I'll just pin the comment. I'm gonna be very lazy here. I need to log in. I can't be asked to log in. For some reason, Streamlabs have not logged me in. So I need your help. Corner for Aston Villa. Headed away. Robinson. Oh, no. Robinson's lost it. What is he doing? Villa on the break. This is a 2-on-2. Bailey into Watkins. Oh, I think it's Mcginn's on his own here. Mcginn. Oh, what a ball! Bailey! Cross! Watkins! It's 3! Ollie Watkins to the back post! And that has completely wrapped up the game. What a cross. Ollie Watkins. He's had a very quiet game today. Has completely sealed off this win. Brilliant finish. John Mcginn. Oh, well, it looked like the chance was going to go away there because Mcginn kind of ran into a brick wall of white. But what a pass from Mcginn into Bailey, who's just come on. Bailey's cross. Villa make it 3 from a Fulham corner. And I don't want to dogpile on Robinson, but Robinson has conceded an own goal. He gave the ball to Mcginn for the second goal, and then he's lost the ball for Villa's third. You cannot write this. Bailey into Mcginn, and then Mcginn, with all those players on him, finds Bailey. Bailey to Watkins at the back stick, makes it 3. I thank you, Paul. I will pin that comment. Fantastic goal. There we go. I appreciate that, Paul. Absolutely brilliant from Aston Villa. Unai Emery is the goal. Oh, they're going to check the goal. Oh, here we go. Oh, piss off. This is probably going to be a check on Watkins. Did he stay onside from the cross? That's what this check is going to be. Oh, it's given. It is given. It's a third goal for Villa. It's Ollie Watkins on the score sheet again. I've had 3 of the 4 games with big chances at saying, wait, what, on flash score? Yeah, I'm guessing Liverpool with their second, West Ham with the equaliser, and then Villa's third. Ollie Watkins, da 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 da. Ollie Watkins, da 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 da. This game is wrapped up, surely. I was going to say, actually, every time I've got an idea in my head, Villa seem to respond. Because I was going to say, Ollie, as much as Villa are winning, Watkins hasn't really done a lot for my FPL today, and then he goes and scores. So happy days. But Barca have kicked off, and they're 1-0 down to Getafe at home. Oh dear. Also, Toulouse have equalised against Lille in Liga. Oh, it's never a yellow card. By the way, Ollie Watkins has been penalised for a foul, which his first foul of the day, and has been given a yellow card. I'm going to look at the goal scorer for the game in Spain. Oh dear. Samu Omarodion, a 19-year-old, has put... I said it's Getafe. It's actually Alaves. I apologise. I clearly do not have Spanish ball knowledge. Alaves have made it 1-0. I will say one bit of ball knowledge is the fact that it is... who was it? It was former Villa player Jota. Oh, what's his name? There's 2 Jotas at one point in the Premier League. But he retired. Bear with. I can't remember his actual first name. We signed him from Birmingham City, actually. Yeah, so he's 32. And bear with. Did he retire? There's no way he retired. But yeah, he played for Alaves. Oh, he actually retired at Alaves. No way. So, yeah, there's a player called Jota who signed from Birmingham City. Had a year at Villa. Did all right. Well, was never amazing. And then he signed for Alaves and then retired there. That's crazy. He never scored for Villa or Alaves. So the last team he ever scored for was actually Birmingham City. It wasn't Diogo. It was... we only ever knew him as Jota. And his full name is Jose Ignacio Palatero Romano. But people only know him as Jota or Jota Palatero, apparently. He played for Aston Villa, Brentford, Birmingham City, Celta, and Alaves, where he retired. And the reason why I've waffled on about that is because Barcelona are currently losing 1-0 to Alaves. Yeah, I said it, Alaves, not Getafe. It's a circular badge from Spain. It's a circular blue badge. Yeah. Safe to say we're getting bombed. No Mudryk, no Cole. I will look at the Chelsea lineup and I'll give you my verdict. Unless it's just come out because the flash score doesn't have it. I'll go on Chelsea's Twitter. How about that? Chelsea. Let's have a look then. Sanchez. Reece James is back. That's a W for you, surely. James, Disasi, Silva, Cucurella. Not a terrible back four. I do think Cucurella absolutely stinks. That's just me. Enzo, Gallagher, Caicedo, Palmer. So I'm guessing it's a 4-3-3 with Jackson up front, Sterling, Palmer out wide. And then a midfield three of Enzo, Gallagher, Caicedo. It's not a terrible team. I don't personally... Look, I like Gallagher. I just don't think Gallagher plays well for Chelsea. I actually like him as a player, though. On the bench for Chelsea, Gusto, Matson, Badiashile. Why does Madueke not play? I don't get it. I think he arguably offers more than Sterling. I will honestly, I will accept all my criticism for that, but I actually do like Madueke. And Sterling honks most of the season. He did score against Spurs, I think. Or was it disallowed? I think he did put the ball in the net. It might have been disallowed. Oh, chances. Fulham and Jimenez has scored. It's a goal back for Fulham. It was a long ball. Well, that looked like it was offside to me. Fulham have a goal back. Yeah, goal back Fulham. Oh dear. I'll look up because I'm looking at bloody Chelsea and Fulham have scored at Villa Park with half an hour to go. Villa just don't get clean sheets. we don't believe in them. They don't exist. What a ball. What a ball. In between Cash and... Oh, has the stream gone? No. In between Cash and I think Bailey. Yeah, Cash and Bailey. Neither of them went up to him. That is poor from Villa, really. Because then Conte has to try and cover the cross, which he couldn't get to. And the ball went to Raul Jimenez at the back post and he scored. Villa, though, straight away on the break again. And Bailey has lost the ball again. Yeah, what a clean sheet. Yeah, no, what a clean sheet. We do not believe in them. The last time Villa had a clean sheet, I will actually look at for you guys. Sheffield United have equalised against Brighton, by the way. They have equalised. That is massive. It's the last time we got it in the league. Let's have a look then. Conceded to Alkmaar, conceded to Forest, Luton, Alkmaar again, West Ham, Wolves, Zrinjski in the Conference League. That's one. Brighton conceded, Everton we conceded. Chelsea, that's 2 clean sheets. Legia we conceded, Palace we conceded, Liverpool we conceded, Hibernian 3, Hibernian 4, Everton 5. So only 2 clean sheets in the Premier League this season, which was Everton and Chelsea. And then 3 in the Conference League, which is Hibs again, and Zrinjski. We don't believe in them. Clean sheets do not exist. We don't know what they are. Even when we battered Brighton, we conceded. Of course, so we got a clean sheet at Chelsea. Because why not, eh? Konza. Back to Emiliano Martinez. Douglas Luiz now coming back into this triangle of passing to transition the ball. McGinn with the first time flick to Kamara, who flicks it back to McGinn. That's quite clever, that. Kamara again. Kamara into Diaby. Or Bailey even, sorry, I forgot. Diaby went off. Tielemans has a shot. Oh dear. Tielemans just took that off Bailey for some reason. Yeah, Bailey's on for Diaby in the 60th minute before we made it 3-0. And it was Bailey's cross. to Watkins that made it 3-0. Long ball towards Wilson, headed up, not away by Luca Digne. Harry Wilson switches the ball to the left-hand side. Robinson, it's cut out by Bailey. Awkward ball from Bailey back to Martinez, who kept it in play according to the linesman and the referee, as it looked like it could have gone out for a corner. It was an awkward ball from Bailey, like I said. Tielemans against Iwobi. He's pulled back there, and that is a Villa free kick. Iwobi with a card, and deserved. A clean sheet doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter to me. No one cares. No one cares. Yeah, Iwobi hassling there, and he did a little bit too much with the pullback. Going to be more subs for Fulham this time. Pereira is going to come off. He's not had a great game, to be fair, Pereira. Tom Kearney. Oh, dear. The commentators just said it before I did. Tom Kearney's not a man I want to see. I see this guy, I think of the playoff final where we lost to Fulham, and Tom Kearney scored the winning goal. Vinicius is also on for Fulham. Thankfully, not Vinicius Jr., the shit one. Here's Torres. Torres into Digne. Digne fakes a pass. Good ball to Luis, who had like half a second to react to that ball from Digne. Ball to Vinicius. He actually went round Martinez. Villa want an offside. Shot saved from Vinny, and it finally goes up, the flag. The Villa backline had their hand up there for offside. Well, I called him shit, and he nearly had a chance. Yeah, he didn't time his run very well, Vinicius. He is very greedily gone for goal from the near post there. Yeah, they're gassing Wilson, and it's fair because Wilson's done so well for Fulham since he's come on. I don't get why he didn't start. I really don't get it. And even the commentators are starting to point it out now. Kamara, that's a nice ball into Cash. Cash goes backwards. And Villa go all the way back to Martinez in goal. And Villa go from left to right. Torres. Good press from Fulham. Digne is tripped over, and that will be a free kick. A very aggressive press that turned out to lead to a foul in the end. I would press Digne. If I wanted to set up against Aston Villa, I 100% would press Digne. Press Digne and press Cash. You got to press the fullbacks because they are probably our weakest part of the team. And that's where you're going to get your chances, in my opinion. Press Kamara as well. You got to press Kamara. Kamara struggles with short passing. So those are the three that I would single out if I was to set up against Aston Villa. Kamara's brilliant defensively, but going forward, he's not great. On the ball, that's actually his weakness. Kamara is great, a bit like Nakamba when he used to play for Villa as well. Very good at winning the ball, not very good at doing things with it, which unfortunately is what you do when you play football. Digne for Aston Villa. Dribbles and lays the ball off to Konza. Gets applause from the crowd. Cash into Leon Bailey. I think he got that a little bit too short. Cash, that's better. Cash into Bailey on a run. Bailey on the byline. First time cut back into Tielemans. Cross towards Mcginn. Good header away by Fulham. That was a really good bit of defending, that was. It was Castagna getting into more of a central role. Almost playing centre back there. Covering the header. Is Bassi. 13 minutes to go here. Still, it is Aston Villa 3, Fulham 1. If you are new, please subscribe. If you haven't already, please do hit that like button. It'd be very much appreciated. Especially against Fulham. Whenever Villa play Fulham, you never get hype on football Twitter, on football TikTok, on live streams. Whenever you play Fulham, Fulham is the deadest game, I think, of the season. At least with Luton, it's Luton Town. Oh my God. Like, people are interested to see what Luton do. If it's Sheffield United, they've been that bad this season. There's eyes on that. Like, you got Sheffield United also have a big fan base. Fulham are a shit club with shit fans, and it's very difficult to make content on because no one cares about Fulham. Like, no one's watching this game if you're not a Villa fan or a Fulham fan. Like, no one cares about, and that's just Fulham. That is just what Fulham bring, unfortunately. Elsewhere, 3-0 now to Liverpool. They have well and truly won that game. They survived their red cards scare and have sealed it. Brighton won. Sheffield United, rather, won. Dahoud got sent off for Brighton, and then 4 minutes later, Webster scored an own goal. De Zerbi clearly not happy as he got yellow carded just 2 minutes after that goal. There's probably some controversy there. Liverpool with their 3 goals. Salah again, and Diego Jota makes it 3 against Brentford. And West Ham Forest has been a very, very end-to-end game, it seems. Paqueta put them 1-0 up. Taiwo Awoniyi with an equaliser. Elanga then put them 2-1 up on loan from Manchester United. And then Jared Bowen. West Ham's like only scary player for me. Jared Bowen makes it 2-2. And it has been that ever since. It's been 20 minutes now of 2-2. A lot of people would have been watching our games this season as we are teams to look out for where possible. I mean, yeah, but not against Fulham. You got to understand how the world works. Villa Spurs, there'll be loads of people watching that. Villa against Brighton, there was loads of people watching that. You know, Villa against... In fact, let's have a look. Villa against... City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Spurs, Man United, Newcastle, Brighton, Brentford. Arguably West Ham, and you can add Wolves in there. Everyone else, I mean, you could add Luton, Sheffield United, because they're shit and people want them to do well. But, you know, your Crystal Palace games, your Everton games, sometimes, Bournemouth especially, and Burnley, no one cares about. Iwobi, shot! Saved by Martinez down the throat. Iwobi's gone for something special there, and he's not going to score that. Brighton got a red card. I mean, Brighton did get a red, and Sheffield United did score after the red card, but they can't seem to get a winner in that game. Brighton have fell off, have they not? Like, Brighton just can't buy a win in the Premier League. Drew to Everton, drew to Fulham, lost to City, drew to Liverpool, lost to Villa. That Villa battering has actually... I know people say this as a joke, but that Villa battering has actually like hurt Brighton. Oh, chance of Vinicius. Vinicius, round Emmy, goal Fulham. Oh, it's offside. It's offside. Vinicius off the bench again, just can't hold a run. And Fulham... put the ball in the back of the Villa net. Oh, is he off? I think he's just offside past Konza. He's done brilliantly to go around Martinez, but I think he's offside. AJ nearly traded Vinicius. He is shit. He can't hold a run. Oh, Adama Traore is going to come on. Oh, here we go. Here we go. The oil man himself. Well, they've made a game of this, considering that this was, in my opinion, wrapped up at half time. They have made a game of it. Whether this goal counts or not, I still keep to what I said. Well, this check is going to be very interesting. Adama is on. Manchester City's nightmare, Adama Traore, if you guys remember. Yeah, offside is given, I think. And yeah, it is not a goal that is given. And a yellow card for time wasting, I think, there. Or arguing from Esri Konza. Did he book Konza or did he book Martinez for wasting time? Oh, yeah. Konza got booked because he didn't want to take the free kick and he wanted Emmy to take it. So he got booked for time wasting, technically. You say severe bottle, but Aston Villa are incredible at home, Paul. This will be 13 wins in a row at home in the Premier League. We don't bottle at Villa. We bottle away from Villa, but we don't bottle at Villa. It's Mcginn. Fakes across. Tries to hold the ball in the corner, actually, John McGinn. He's got 2 on it. Oh, it's brilliant from McGinn. Gets away from Bassey. Pulls it back. Off the bar. Watkins misses a tap-in. It's still in play. Bailey. Oh, I think it's in the post. Oh my God, Villa should have made it 4. How have we not made it 4 is a real question. Ollie Watkins has a tap-in at the back post. How does Watkins not score? What I gotta say, this is all on McGinn for wrestling 2 Fulham players at the same time, cutting the ball back. It hits, I think it would have been a Paulinho own goal. It hits the crossbar, bounces back to Watkins, who misses a free header in front of the goal. Ollie Watkins has the whole goal to aim at with a header and he put it wide. And then Bailey kept it alive and struck it at the near post. And I think it clipped the post as it went out for a goal kick. How Villa have not made that 4-1, I don't know. Nearly an own goal. Then Watkins somehow misses a completely empty goal. And then Bailey hits the post. All in the same passage of play. Absolutely incredible. Watkins wants a foul on Bassey there, but he's not going to be given. 6 minutes to go, and this game should have been wrapped up there. I really hope we don't rue to regret those type of missed chances. We're winning 3-1 with 6 minutes to go, but you can't afford to miss an empty goal like that in any game. And Watkins has had a very quiet game today. He did score, but he's not done a lot on the ball, to be quite fair to him. Nearly got, I say nearly, should have got 2 goals. I honestly, Paul, I cannot believe we've not made that 4-1. I cannot believe we've missed so many chances in the space of like 10 seconds. I actually can't believe that. It was like a football game, actually. You are right. A deflected cross from McGinn that hit the crossbar. And like I said, Watkins has a stooping header that he somehow puts wide from like a yard out. But it was so far wide, I should have actually specified, it was kept in play by Bailey, who then struck the near post and hit the post. West Ham have won it! No way. West Ham have actually got a 3rd goal. That's crazy. And now Robinson has injured Leon Bailey with... Oh dear. Robinson has actually landed on Bailey's ankle. This could be a problem. This could be a bit of a problem for Villa. Oh, I gotta say, the more I see this, the more want to give more praise to McGinn because he's been absolutely brilliant today. I still can't believe Watkins misses that. That's honestly, that's up there for miss of the season, by the way. That's actually up there for miss of the season. That is he had his head in his shirt. Like that's how upset he was that he missed that chance. I cannot believe Ollie has missed that. I actually can't believe he didn't score that. Souček getting the 3rd goal for West Ham. He doesn't score many for West Ham. He did when he first signed, but his goals have dried up recently. I'm guessing it's a corner because it's from James Ward-Prowse. By the way, can I just mention, yeah, Paul, I was just about to say it and you stole it from me. Ward-Prowse got 2 assists. What a game he's had. What a game. What a signing he has been, actually. He's done so well at West Ham. It still remains Brighton 1, Sheffield United 1, 5 minutes of added time in that game, with Sheffield United surely threatening to win that, you'd imagine. Brighton down to 10. You would expect a side to try and push against 10 men. Liverpool 3, Brentford 0. Still with Salah 2 goals, Jota getting the 3rd. That game looks well and truly wrapped up. There was an opportunity for a red card on Endo, which was ruled out by VAR. That has made, I think, a big difference in this game, in that game anyway. It didn't look like a red, but there was an argument for it. I could see it basically being a red. I don't think it was, but it's one of those, that it's been given, is what I'm trying to say. It has been given before, that type of decision. Personally, I don't think it was a red. It was reckless, definitely a yellow card, but not a red for me whatsoever. And that's all she wrote so far. Elsewhere, it is Clermont 1, Lorient 0 in Ligue 1, and it's Lille 1, Toulouse 1 with just a minute to go in that game, as Metz 3, Nantes 1. In the Scottish Premiership, 2-0 to Celtic with half an hour to go. Don't think anyone expected anything else. And it's still Barcelona 0, Alaves 1. I've not actually done much rivals. I think I got my required wins and then stopped. I think I'm Div 4. I don't think I've done much. I will probably go for it now. Now I've got an actual team. A really good team. I probably will go for it. Salah, Son, Pedro Neto, front three. It's just disgusting. Player of the month, Salah, and player of the month, Son. Apparently, Pirlo is one of the best midfielders in the game as well. And I'm now going to play like a 4-3-3. But it's two like inside forwards. Very similar to like how Liverpool play, I guess. It's the 4-3-2-1. It's like one of the best formations in the game, apparently. Cross comes in for Fulham, as I'm waffling about EAFC. Headed away, Tim Ream. Wilson thinks he was fouled there, but the referee doesn't think so. Villa have it. And a long ball towards Watkins. He would have been away there. Really good interception. Has stopped that. Ollie Watkins would have been in the clear for Aston Villa, but good defending. Some goal. He'd do some, I guess. Oh, he's actually in on goal. That's brilliant defending from Tim Ream. Would have been a really good idea from Leon Bailey. Not would have been. It was a good idea from Leon Bailey. It's really good defending from Tim Ream. 7 minutes amount of time at Villa Park. You would imagine this game is wrapped up, but Spurs lost from a similar position. No, yeah, they did. They were 1-0 up, and they bottled a game from this type of situation. So I'm going to hold my mouth. As an equaliser for Wolves, and then a very, very late winner for Wolves at the Molineux. I can't believe it's such a Spurs thing, by the way, that was. To lose that game. Not even just draw it, but to lose it. The first goal was world class. I'm going to say it. I think, was it Lamina with the first goal? Or, no, it wasn't. It was Pablo Sarabia, and Lamina got the second. But that Sarabia goal, he flicks it up with his right foot and belts it with his left. It's such a disgusting goal. Should be up there for a goal of the month. Like, to control that the way he did. Like, to basically juggle the ball in front of goal and then blast it at the near post. Such an impressive goal. And then Lamina slips as he shoots for the second goal, and Wolves get the winner. A massive contrast in quality between the two. Zinchenko scores like a scissor kick volley in their win against Burnley as well. There's been some world-class goals today. Douglas Luiz for Aston Villa. Mcginn takes over. Surely, are we going to hold the ball in the corner? You'd imagine, right? Yeah, Mcginn is going to the corner. And Villa get a corner. Oh, throw-in. Referee indicates throw-in, not corner. All I'm saying is, for the absolute shit now United have been this season with somehow 6. It's crazy, isn't it? This sport is weird. Villa were absolutely awful against Nottingham Forest, and yet it doesn't matter because we're 2 points off Liverpool and we're 2 points off Tottenham. If we beat Forest, we would have been above Liverpool. How mad is that? If we just beat Forest, but no, we're shit away. 2 points behind Arsenal. 1 point behind Spurs. After the season they've had, 1 point behind Spurs, 2 behind Arsenal, 2 behind Man City. Okay, they have a game to play. 4 above Man United, 5 above Newcastle, as we've now pulled clear of them. Brighton, thankfully, with their result, as long as they don't get a winner, will be 6 above Brighton in 8th place. Villa are... I didn't even expect this. I said Villa would get 8th. I think Villa, early days, I do think we get into a European competition again next year. Corner for Aston Villa at the near post, and it's cleared away. It's a bit awkward. Oh, Traore's lost it. Louise cross. Oh, it's gone over everyone, unfortunately. Yeah, back to my point. I do think Aston Villa, the season we're having, I do think we're in Europe again. I do think that. Whether that's if we win we win the Conference League, we qualify for the Europa League anyway. So yeah, hopefully we can do that, and then I think if we do that, 7th place gets the spot, or it might get it automatic anyway. I can't remember, to be honest. But yeah, I want to see us in that tournament. Thank you very much. We definitely win the Conference League, says Henry. Yeah, I hope so, but you never know. Teams like Fenerbahce, Besiktas, they're not easy, man. Like, we played them in those, like, past the group games. You can't rely on, the groups to save you. Say we had to do a knockout round with Legia Warsaw, we'd have lost that game 3-2. Going into the second, that's tough, man. We can't afford to do that. We can't afford to bottle away from home against these teams. I do think we should win it. Whether we do or not, I don't know. If we get top of the group, according to Flash Score anyway, so if this is wrong, blame them. But if we get top of the group, we automatically qualify for the last 8. But if you get second, you go into the round of 16. So winning the group in the Conference League is huge. It saves so much time on your schedule, and you automatically go through to a really strong place in the like I said, the round of 8, the quarterfinals. To auto qualify for the quarterfinal from winning the group, I think it's huge. If we beat Legia Warsaw, because we are very good at home, we beat them at home, we do it 100%. We're basically there already. If we win by 2 goals, it doesn't even matter if we lose. This is how mad the group is, right? If we beat Legia Warsaw, we win the group. As long as we win by 2 or more goals, because the way the group is done, obviously is based off points. But then the next tiebreaker is not goal difference; it's head to head. And our head to head record would be better than Legia then. So we got to beat them and comfortably beat them at home. And then it doesn't even matter if we lose away, because we're going to win the group regardless. So that's where you put the academy team. We send them. It's away at Zrinjski. You don't really want to go to Zrinjski. You don't want to go to the back arse of Bosnia to get a result. So hopefully we can beat Legia and then not have to care. Send the academy team on a trip to Bosnia. That's my hope anyway. Like I said, we win the game against Legia. We win it by at least 2-0. We have won the group and we are in the quarterfinals of the Conference League. And I think if we do that, we have a big chance of winning the whole thing. Hopefully. We are not far away from this game being finished. 7 minutes of added time have nearly been played. It is Aston Villa 3, Fulham 1. It's been a very comfortable game for Villa today. Not a lot has happened, despite 4 goals. There's pretty much only been like 5 or 6 chances in the game, and 4 of them have gone in. We've done the basics right. It's not been the perfect game. I think Fulham have actually, since half time, have done very well and could have caused an upset if things were slightly different. But we've done enough, and I'm happy with that. I think Villa fans can be happy. My dad and my uncle went to this game as well, so I'm sure they'll be very happy with this. And yeah, no complaints from me. It is 13 home wins in a row in the Premier League. I think it's 16 out of 17 home wins in all competitions. Like it's just incredible. It's absolutely incredible. What we're doing recently is immense, absolutely immense. Late chance of Fulham, cross flash in the face, a goal. But that is full time at Villa Park. It's a massive win for Aston Villa. Look, we've made a bit of a meal of it today, to be honest. It should have been a bit more comfortable, but to be fair to Fulham, they've done well. They've come here. They may have lost, and Villa may have. Look, the scoreline reflects a comfortable home win, but it was anything but, to be honest. They had a goal disallowed. Wilson came off the bench. They hit the post actually at 2-0. And you think if that goes in just after half time, this game probably is completely different. Thankfully, that didn't go in. Villa survive and Villa make it 13 home wins in a row in the Premier League and sit very comfortably 5th place, 1 point behind Spurs. What a run we've been on. I will be live for Aston Villa versus Spurs in 2 weeks' time. There's going to be an international break, but we'll be live for Villa Spurs, so you can watch that on this channel if you want. I'll probably be doing TikTok videos in the meantime. I might do a video on the main channel as well to cover that week off. Thank you all for being here. You've all been absolutely incredible. Have a great weekend. And, well, I'm going to watch Chelsea versus Man City. Hopefully, Chelsea can get a shock result. I want to see some competitive Premier League football. If City lose, Villa are 2 points behind them. I'll leave you with that. Thank you all for watching. Peace out.